Welcome to the 5th episode of the Recreating the TFL Network series on NIMBY Rails. Today is the 5th episode. We're going down the list in alphabetical order. Today we're doing the cable car and the DLR, both at the same time. Both are relatively short, so we're not going to make it separate episodes. So we're just going to get on with it and get the 2 lines done. Alright, I have just loaded into the save. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do the cable car first. So the cable car is just over here. But what I'm going to do very quickly is just check how long it is. 2.5 meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the platforms a little bit bigger. I'm just going to make it like 50 meters just so it isn't horrible. What I am also going to do is I'm going to make a little thing like here so it can like go around in a circle like that, and then build the other one just over here. What I'm going to do is just move it off a little bit so that I can do the exact same thing here. And yeah, that will do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just send these a little bit and then just make it one straight line. So it is not the Emirates anymore. Is actually the IFS Cloud now. So it'll be IFS Cloud Greenwich Peninsula, and then this one will be the IFS Cloud Royal Docks. Now at the minute this is bringing in a fair bit of people. So this is costing 16.2 million somehow. That is strange. I'm just going to very quickly just put in the hex code, which is that. And we're going to put in 34. So that's 20, so we need 14 more. And then we are just going to bounce it between the two. Just like that. We are not going to run the service just yet because we're going to get the DLR done first. So on that note, we are going to go all the way over to Bank Station over here. So we are just going to put this down as above the northern, so I can just put this just in this little spot here, and then the next one will be at Tower Gateway, which is just here. Put that just about there. So then we are just going to be putting that through like that for the minute. We are also going to curve this off here, put this to the ground, and underneath. And then we're just going to put this just like that into Bank Station. I'm also just going to put this curve like this so it's a little bit quicker. Now back onto the main line. This one here is ZWALL. Now we're just going to put this along here. Also just going to move this just slightly over a bit so we can put in the National Rail when we can. Now we're just going to go over to here. Just like this. Into Limehouse. We've also got the National Rail platform there as well for the C2C. And then here we have the DLR. Going all the way down to here. Which will be West Ferry. And now here it starts to get a bit confusing. but for simplicity I am just going to put in Poplar station first. So now we have Poplar station done. I'm going to grab this one and I'm just going to do this. So I'm gonna have this just come over. And we're going to curve that off and go over to here. Just put in another platform there. Delete this side. Just cover it like that, and then we're going to put this one underneath like this. And just like this. I am also going to just delete this section. And then just curve this into the middle bit here. We're just going to connect these two bits up just like that. And here we're going to just put that there. Put this one off to the side just like this. This one be like that, and we're going to put it on the ground like this so it can go underneath and then curve up just like that. So now what I'm going to do here is add in Canary Wharf station. Just like this. And then just like this. And then coming out of Canary Wharf, we get to Heron Quays. Oh fuck me, I did this wrong. I'm going to quickly move Canary Wharf over to where it should be. And now that is where it should be. I'm just going to tidy up this little bit here. Just like that, it looks a bit better. Then we're going to just build in Heron Quays. Just like that. And because the tracks are like opposite on here, I'm going to have to do this the complete wrong way. So I'm going to have to do it like this. And do this. Also going to move that a little bit back so it actually fits the curve. I would have done it like this regardless, but because of how all the track signals are for one way, where the one-way tracks are, it's going to be a bit difficult to do. Actually, what the fuck? So what I am going to do is I'm going to currently delete all the signals I currently have in regards to what tracks the trains drive on. I'm also going to just delete that bit. I'm also going to go all the way up to bank, and I am going to also make this a circle like that. So now I'm going to add in the signals like this. Just like this. Let's do it on there. And because this bit is going to be a double track, can't put any signals down here, but about here we can. So it's going to go into Poplar about here. That's going to be an out, that's going to be an in. Just going to delete those ones I added in and just do it like that. So now I have those in place, it should be working just exactly how I want it to. So now what I want to do is just do this and pull the Stratford service up just like that. Also just going to do this. This one, just like that one, also goes down. So then it's going to go up here. Also going to double it up just like that. So I'm going to see it follows that bit of the road. And this will just go over all of this and just go into the platform like there. And then we just add in all the signals like these. I'm also going to add in all of the station signals as well, just like that. So now all of them have signals, so it shouldn't really matter. Now the problem that I will face here is if a train is here and it's going to Poplar, it will probably get set off by the fact that this signal is here, and there might be train here which might set off that as a red signal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one up there, one up there. I'm also going to put one here and one down here just so it doesn't get a bit pissy about that. So now from here I can continue on the line. Now note these signals are now not matched up with these ones, so when I go back down the line I will have to be changing them again. So that one's Blackwall, and that one's East India. So now we are going to go across here and through here. This is the problem. We've got Canning Town, and it's a bit of a mess of a station. And because DLR comes before the Jubilee, it's not exactly ideal to have the DLR built first. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to build the Jubilee like this, and beside it I'm going to just put in the DLR as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the station just over here for simplicity, and it's also just really easy to then curve off into there. So now this is going to go down like here. This will then go over like that and back down. And we're just going to put in Royal Victoria here. And I'm also just going to angle it a bit. Just like that. It's going to fit in the Elizabeth line next episode. And here will be custom house. And then this here will be Prince Regent. So it's going to go just like this, be like this, and just here will be Royal Albert. This platform is relatively small, so I'm just going to make it a really tiny platform. And instead of messing around with putting this up and down, I'm just going to keep it like this. So this station will be Beckton Park. And then the next one will be Cyprus. And curve it around, and we put in Galleon's Reach just here, which for your information is nowhere fucking near Galleon's Reach, because apparently this is Galleon's Reach, but Galleon's Reach could also be up there too. And then we are going to go drop this down, and I'm also going to just put in Beckton Station just here. This all across here. Put that under the ground like that, and then that will be the tower gateway to Beckton done, minus all the signals that I'm going to just redo now. So now that is all the signals from tower gateway all the way to Beckton done as well. I am also going to this one underneath, just like that. I am also going to put them two together like that. So also I have that space for the Jubilee line to also go down into the underground section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move it along like that. And then doing this. So here we have West Silvertown. And then we are going to go all the way over to Pontoon Dock. And we're going to go all the way over to City Airport. To be just here. Also, I'm just going to get rid of that side, so I can have that just go into the airport like that. Now we cross over the road. So now we're going to go on the ground all the way over to King George V. And we continued, so about here we go underneath, go all the way over to Royal Arsenal. And then just in this little corner bit here, and then here we have Woolwich Arsenal. Just moved it a little down here, because main station is in this gap here. Woolwich Arsenal station would be just up here. And then we just link up the two stations like this. And now we just go ahead and flip each signals. And now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do bank to Lewisham. So in this gap here we just have a south key. And then we come around this bend. Come all the way over to Cross Harbour. And then we just keep going along to Mudshoot. Now after that we go straight over to Island Gardens. And then that next one will be Cutty Sark. I'm going to curve it up like this. I'm also actually going to redo this bit here. And I'm going to put Greenwich Station in. Then over here we have Deptford Bridge. And from here we're going to bridge up just like this. Just like that. And we follow the river just like around here. To go all the way over to Elverson Road. Just like this. What I'm gonna do is put in Lewisham Station just here. Also going to bridge this over the river just like this and into Lewisham just like that. I'm very quickly going to flip all of these signals, so get rid of that. So I will see you in a second. So now we've got all of the signals done from Lewisham all the way up to Bank. There's only two parts of this to do now. It's the Canary Wharf to Stratford and the Woolwich to Stratford International. So I'm going to start off with Canary Wharf to Stratford first. I'm just going to go all the way up here. This one will be All Saints. And next one will be Langdon Park. We keep going up. And up here we have Devon's Road. And then just here we will have Bow Church. And it's going to take a curve. So now the next station will be Pudding Mill Lane, and it'll be just about here. Because we need to make a space for Crossrail. Just going to add in that bit and just leave that space a bit empty. And we're going to go on a bridge all the way straight to Stratford. And whilst I am here at Stratford, I'm just going to put in that platform. I'm also going to put in the Jubilee platform. Whilst I'm here, I'm also going to put that in. What I'm going to do very quickly is I'm actually going to shift it up a bit. I'm also going to shove up the Jubilee platform too. Just so I could extend that. And then up here will be the terminating platform of this DLR branch. I'm also going to just get rid of that. So now our Stratford is looking like a more complete station. I'm also going to very quickly go over to Stratford International, go all the way up to here. And it's going to go round like all of these. It's also going to enter another tunnel just here. Go up to Stratford that way. And I'm very quickly going to be flipping these signals too. So now that the signals for Stratford International to Stratford and all the way down to Canary Wharf is done, I can start working on expanding this bit here. So we're going to just expand this all the way up to Star Lane. And now from here we're going to go straight all the way over to West Ham. Put this a bit close just so it can count as one station. Then as long as I put the Jubilee line platform here, which I will, it will count as all one station. So now I'm going to go all the way over to Abbey Road. And go all the way up to Stratford High Street just here. And then work my way all the way down, just like that. So now, all for the Jubilee line I have to do here is just put the line down, make a platform at West Ham, and then connect it up to Canning Town just there. What I need to do now is just flip these signals and I shall be ready to build the tracks. So now that all the signals are now updated, the DLR should be finished. Now I'm saying that loosely because I have zero idea if it is or not, because there might be a little bit of track missing, there might be a little bit of a signal that's in the wrong spot, but that's fine. This cost 562 million. That is a lot. This also means this is the third most expensive line on the entire network so far, as you can see by the graph that's on screen. So we are going to build all blueprints and we're going to go and try and get the DLR fully done. So I am now going to add in the hex code and set this to 5. So we are going to be starting off with the bank to Lewisham. So we're going to start off all the way at Bank, go all the way to Shadwell, Limehouse, West Ferry, skip Western D Key, go into Canary Wharf, and it's not working. And that there is the reason why it's not. So it should be working now. Yep. So we re-add it on. It still says cannot find path, but it clearly can find a path. But seeing as these signals are now out of place, I'm just gonna move them a bit. Hang on, no, I've messed up here. Because this is the in, this is the out, but that's the in. So I am now going to just add these on so that doesn't add any extra money. That should now just be working as it should. Ah, that's probably why. So I'm now going to add in the one-way indicators, just like that. That should be, yeah, just working perfectly fine. Go through into Heron Quays, South Quay, Cross Harbour, Mudshoot, Island Gardens, Cutty Sark, Greenwich, Deptford Bridge, Elverson Road, and Lewisham. Then we'll switch track into there. Nice. Cutty Sark, and we just move our way back up the line like this. And here, we need to flip that one. I flipped those two as well. So now it can actually find its way through Canary Wharf and get out. And it goes all the way from Shadwell into Bank. This is every 12 minutes. So there's 12 trains per hour. So we're looking for a train every 5 minutes. And 9 trains will just put it to 2 seconds under. But that's practically 5 minutes. If you've seen the margin of District 9, you'll know it was like 3 minutes off, so 2 seconds really isn't anything. We've got now 9 trains running on that line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Canary to Stratford line, which is also 12 trains per hour. So I'm going to put in from there, put it into the northbound, and it'll go into that one, and it'll go all the way up through All Saints, Langdon Park, and then we bounce it back. This one seems to be working first try, so that's good. So now we'll just go into Canary Wharf and go back out. See, 1 train, 2 trains, a third one should do. Maybe a fourth one will do. So we will have 4 trains just running on there. That's why it's 12 trains per hour, because it's just 4 trains just bouncing up and down the line. So now we're going to have Bank to Woolwich, which is 6 trains per hour, so every 10 minutes. So Bank. So we kind of follow the same route, but we go up here, through to Poplar. And yeah, this so far also seems to be working. Into 2S. We go through West Silvertown, through London City Airport, and go all the way down to Woolwich, just like that. And we're going to go bounce back up the line. So we are looking for a train every 10 minutes. So 11 minutes, that will be practically every 10 minutes. It's a minute off, but I don't really care. So now, for the first time, we're going to be using Tower Gateway. So we're going to go from Tower Gateway to Beckton, just using the main line once again. And go along this stretch, and then back through central London, just like this. And into Tower Gateway. This one is also a train every 10 minutes, so I will happily take that. So here we have the Woolwich to Stratford International. Start off all the way up here, just go all the way down. And back through here. This one is also every 10 minutes, so 3 trains should work. 4 trains will do, and it'll be every 9 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the cable car and the DLR to passenger service, and we are also just going to fast forward a day and see how much money all of these can return. And now it's been officially a full day of service. I had to do a few things. There was a little stray signal, this one over here specifically, that was facing the completely opposite direction, so this didn't work, but it's fine now. I also put this underneath the gondolas because it wasn't. All the way over here as well, these were both at the exact same level, so I put DLR just underneath it, so it's all working perfectly. And now for the main part is how much money did each line make in the day. Now this is just for today so far, but tower gateway to Beckton is not looking good. But that is only in the past 45 minutes, and there's only 800 people on the entire network so far. So we're gonna go backwards a day and see. Oh dear. Now, in my defense, I did manage to break Canning Town, but I fixed it. So when we do the Elizabeth line, it should not be minus. But as you see, the DLR is very much high up there. The cable car is only 8,000, but then again, not many people are going to use it, especially when Jubilee line gets added. No one's going to use it, so it's probably going to go down. Town gateway to Beckton should be profitable afterwards, and the DLR is looking pretty solid at the minute. Anyways, I appreciate you all watching today's video. I will be back on Thursday the 20th for another episode of the Cyberpunk playthrough, and on Saturday the 22nd we will be ranking Modern Warfare 2 maps, and on Tuesday the 25th we will be building the Elizabeth line finally. Appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you whenever.